Hello, this is free flow video for Robert, who asked me. I would like to know about frequencies. I know it's a big topic, so maybe something little from your side. Well, yeah, that's a big topic, and I don't know exactly what Robert has on the mind when he asks about frequencies, but I can a little bit elaborate on the topic that I think is important to talk about, and is regarding to the universal laws. So there are three universal laws that are connected with frequencies. First universal law is a frequency of magnetism. It's law of magnetism, and it's mean like we know it as attraction. Yeah, law of attraction, like the same attract the same. It's like magnet navigates, to each other. It's like frequency. But let's look on the frequencies, like on the radio signal. Like you switch on the, I don't know, ITV in England. So you watch ITV, yeah. If you press the button to Eurosport, you have Eurosport, yeah. So it's not possible that if you want to watch Eurosport that you press ITV, because it doesn't gonna be any sport there, it's gonna be ITV. There are gonna be serials and other stuff. And this is about the frequencies, yeah, how it works. There are specific frequencies, or we can have a look on it as a color spectrum, right? So there is from white till black, yeah, we have a spectrum of the colors, and every color actually has different frequency, yeah. And also, so our soul has a frequency, yeah. Yeah, so let's look at that this way. And Robert was the same person who asked about how to find the soul families, and this is actually the same, like that essence of the soul, the frequency is the same, and we can recognize it. You just know it. You just know it is okay. You feel at home. But regards to the frequencies, there is a law of attraction to the same actually attracts or navigate the same, and actually what is not in the attraction resonance, what is not in the resonance actually is gonna pass in each other, yeah. Sometimes you have talk to someone, and he knows like what you're talking about, but you passing each other, your level of awareness is on the different signals, on different programs, yeah. So even if it looks like like you both knows like you are on the same page, you are not. Yeah, and this is happening actually in the life. And what this disturbance is doing, it's our ego, yeah, because there is a law of resonance, a law of magnetism and attraction, yeah, for the frequencies and energy in general in the universe, and we using our brain when we actually going against that organic ones, the universal laws. When we are let me explain what is the ego. Ego is a matrix. It's all those programs, all the conditions, all the belief systems, we live in the society, and we follow as a norm, yeah, as a good, what is accepted, yeah. Or there are norms and beliefs and programs and everything what is not allowed, and it's not normal, let's say, yeah. So in general, let's say, what can we say? Oh, okay, how we can be contracted by, yeah. And that is very, I need to say before I'm going more deep in it, that there is another universal law, and this is law of free will. It's a free will agency. So what does free will mean? It's mean like there is a law that at every second in here and now, because there is always just a present moment, you can actually to make agreement with something, yeah. You can go in the contract with someone, and it can be thanks to promise, thanks the oaths, it's just so many words for that. But in the fact actually two person agreed on something, or one person wanted something from other person, and because the other person didn't say exactly no, yeah, so this person recognizes it as you are in the contract, yeah, because in the universe, if you don't say no, yeah, in any way, it always means yes, because no response is a response, yeah, like you are not against, yeah. So now we have a two law of law of universe, and this is free will agency, and this is other problem because we have here a light and we have here a dark side, and now dark side want and try to keep you down here to have permanent fuel from us, from our energy, because they are not connected. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. And now they are not creative, but they are so super, like manipulative. They're so super liars, they pretend, they lie, they can actually, they look like, angels when they are devil. Yeah. So, and I'm not very far from the truth in this, like they are, like all shades of the devil in it. So, and they want you actually to get trapped in some way or to have something what you have, and so that it's very easily to fool you, and put you in the contract, yeah, or in the tie, even the frequency, is not on the same resonance. So you normally would not navigate, you normally would not be happy from the long term, time, together. But like dark side know it, and but you have something they don't have and then want to have it because they can't have it other way. And so they will fool you, they will lie you, blah, 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 manipulate you the way to get you in the contract, right? And now if you are not aware how you are making contract, and when you should to say no, when you feel no or you don't know what's going on, it always should be no, otherwise it's yes, yeah. And this way we actually getting in the contract, like in the marriage, like in the contract, in many many other contracts, like really it's it's a range of scale of what everything can be, but usually it's a promise, on the family ties based, that on family levels, in general all the families, like if they are very unhealthy tied together regards on these ties, yeah, all those promises, like for example mother is dying and asking, like her son, before she's gonna die, to look and always care about the, younger or older brother or whatever, yeah. And that person, in the goodness to make comfort the mother, is saying always, like yes. And this is a tie, right? This is the very danger tie, energetically actually the contract, yeah. So you actually tied in something not beneficial because you don't have a clue, like what you did in that moment, when you try to comfort your mother. And that's why all this family of any kinds, this is just like one example, like it's happening very often, like how family programs, yeah, are toxic. How to helping and saving others, it's toxic, it's not evolution, like you can't help and work for someone, you can't pulling someone from the hole, it's not beneficial. What you doing, you just taking their karma on you, and then you don't allow them actually to evolve, and they're always gonna be weak, and they're always gonna be, it's gonna be norm for them, and they're always gonna be in the victimhood. By the way, all that victimhood and program of the savior, and it's a matrix program, I explained that so many times, to anyone, and it's actually coming from triangle, there is a perpetrator, yeah, there is a victim, and there is a savior, yeah. This is one program. So at the same time, you are victim of something, at the same time you can be saving someone else, and at the same time you can become perpetrator to yeah, in another situation, but you are actually the same. Even in some situation you can feel like a victim, somewhere else actually you acting as perpetrator. Is a 3D limitation program, that is matrix program of this density we are here. Yeah, and it's thanks this one, program, condition program, many star seeds and souls stuck here, got stuck here and trapped, and they're actually, recycled, in the wheel of incarnation here, against, we would say, against their will, but because of universal law, yeah, there is free will agency. They got in the contract. So if you got in the contract, then it's your responsibility. Yeah. Well, so this is actually how we are trapped here, and we are trapped actually in the frequencies. They are not allowed. So normally it should be law of frequency, law of magnetism. Like you shouldn't be together, because after a long time you just realize what you did and it's not beneficial. And you not thriving, you struggle. You trapped. And you just, yeah, it's leading to all wars or this no good stuff. Yeah, seriously, struggle, hatred, you still hate yourself, hate even the on the family level. It's everything bad. I don't have the power to explain that all the possibilities, but guys, like if someone is not happy and even a good person, but if he's in actual environment that is struggling, like he start to believe in it, he start to acting like that, because we create by our what we believe to, so we becoming them. Yeah. And then it's very hard to stand up. Yeah. So these are actually like danger of the contracts we making with the not correct frequency for us. We know that after sometimes what we did. Now, how to out from this? To understand universal law is like how you get into laws, you can get out of it. So it's mean like free will agency. It's mean like in every second of your life you can change your decision with the current level of awareness. So at that moment when you made a contract, and promised to your mother, or you promised to your father, or you promised to whatever, right? Or you promised to yourself, like anyway, that's the worst. So you can change it, when you have actually the new knowledge and awareness, you can judge in that moment, and you can cancel it by the same intention, with the same, how to say, statement. Yeah, you just revoke it, like do end, finish contract, oaths, like promise, yeah, swear, whatever was it. But you need to know about that. Yeah. If you don't know that, on the energetic level, like you always tight. And that doesn't allow you, to evolve, it keeps you always down. And it doesn't help to anyone, not even the collective. Yeah. So I need to make light because yeah. Okay. So this is regards to the frequencies. Now, the same attract the same. It's like you will attract, to the people that have like same quality like you. And between romantic relationship, between woman and man, it can be actually the same kind of the wound, or same kind of lack of basic emotional need, like. So that's what attracting you very strongly together, or some person has something what other person is missing, so this is actually like match, so because you both lacking something what the other person, like you lacking something what the other person has, and that person has what this person doesn't have, so it's like match, you just like they click together. And this is actually the problem of the ego. Yeah, because that's the pain and all the programs and the traumas, and all that stuff, or other limited programs about other things, it's not just in between romantic relationship or family business, or it's in general so many, like in general living, like, and you can go on and on and on, like you can sit here like 2 days. Yeah. But what I try to say, like there is other law, in order of universe, like the things are in order when all universal laws are followed, and they're in line with the highest good and the highest harmony, in highest divine intervention. So it's mean like if you are dark, you relate to the dark and you should be together and go your business. You shouldn't actually interfere either, frequency business. It's against, it's not normal. Until there is an agreement done, where the free will coming into place. So what I want to say, whenever your awareness is coming higher and you are going more aware about things, so there is a law, you don't belong, where you don't resonate to. So if there's someone who doesn't have capacity to understand you, to make you happy, you don't gonna deal with them. It's not your tribe, it's not your frequency. Yeah, you shouldn't be there. Yeah, you shouldn't be there. So very expressive say, we don't get dirty, just don't get dirty and everything will be fine. Yeah. So here is everything, universe is everything, but you understand, like if there is business of the dark side, whatever, and you are aware of that, just okay. So don't touch them, don't tell them they are dark. Yeah, because you're creating the link with them and then you're getting dirty. Then don't be surprised if you have trouble with them, whatever, We do not interfere with other species or groups' evolution. Yeah, we are not responsible for them. We don't do that, We shouldn't. There is universal. You shouldn't actually interfere with them, You shouldn't tell to the people what they should to do. You are not here to tell people, if they're asking you. There is different moment when they're asking for help. Yeah, that's different story. But we don't do that because your ego, having from that good feeling or whatever, is taken from that. Yeah, it's usually feeding the ego, but it's not good for you, like because it's you're getting dirty. Yeah, anyway, so don't get dirty. Regards the frequencies, know who you are. Yeah, so if you are light, you should not navigate and you're gonna actually go into the light. So what I want to say, light, it's a goodness, it's a love. Yeah, so if there is someone who is begging on the street, yeah, remember the triangle, perpetrator, victim and savior. Yeah, so there is a reason why someone is there begging on the street there. Why you are not begging? Because it's not your business. You are totally different evolution, her, you have something else to do here. You are somewhere else. You are in different frequency. If you are in the same frequencies, you're gonna be his fellow, beggar next to him, and then you can share whatever, do the company. Yeah. Otherwise, you get dirty. Yeah. He has all the capacity, yeah, that person that's begging there, to be who you are. But this is his decision, and there is reason of that soul, of that decision. We don't have a see picture of everyone, so yeah, we don't interfere with other species, groups, people, place, situations. Evolution. We only are responsible for ours, and this is other universal law, we taking responsibility for our actions. It's mean like doesn't matter what is happening to us, it's always what counts is our action. So if I do have a client that they have a soul, that is positive, and it's, let's say, positive of 90% because something, and now at the birth, and now he is positive on 95%. It does mean that he got through situation that was not easy, in his life, and he made good decisions. It means like he took responsibility about the morals, he actually overcome himself in that, it was not easy for him, yeah, but he was reacting and he took responsibility and he was dealing and make decision in the way for more for goodness, that are bigger than him for that situation he was in, if it is makes sense. Or whatever he's doing, like who is doing bad things, like if you're going always still and keep your morals, and you act from that and you make decision from that, you keeping your positivity of the soul. Yeah, yeah, because you earned that previously in evolutions, yeah, let's say. So this is very important regards to frequencies, to talk about responsibilities, law of responsibility, because if you don't act, if you do bad decisions, then our soul positivity of the soul, is decreasing, and we devolve. We don't we not evolve, we devolve. We don't do any job. We take actually an easy way. Yeah, we choosing the easy way or not nice way or um, doing the not good, to other people. Yeah, so this is actually like divine intervention, divine justice. Yeah, forget about the justice we have here, which doesn't work, yeah, on the earth. There is into place 24/7 all the time in divine justice, and that's this one. Yeah, you can rely on this. And this everything is actually connected to the frequencies. So we're going through evolution, and evolution, how we can like gain and raise, like evolve, when you're getting as much you're getting through situation, as much you're experiencing, and you acting and you're making decision and you're getting through difficult time, and like everything, how you respond, what's going on, you earning actually some result of it, you it has influence on your frequency. Yeah, and this is actually encoded in your DNA. Yeah, your soul, your essence of DNA, or your essence of your soul is actually like equal to your the highest template of DNA, like divine template of DNA. It's encoded in the written there. It's written sort of there. Yeah. So, yeah, so let's be clever, don't get stuck here. Find out any ties, contracts you can may have, and you can find out, even if you don't know about that, that it's pulling you someone you don't know to resolve that, Usually we have, like in the family, a lot of ties, that actually starts, it's kept stuck here. We got recycled here because we been fooled and we made unaware sort of contract that it's still taking place, in on energy on energy language or frequency. It's just like frequency that's holding you tight, you doesn't allow you to flow, go higher, evolve, even if you want, or some of your body wants. Yeah. So this is actually regards to frequency what I wanted to address for Robert. I'm not sure if he was asking about that, but let me know, Robert, and if there is anything else like you would like to know. I do not like responding on frequencies in the way you can read on internet. That's for ego, like all the morphological fields and other stuff, and blah blah. It's just like, yeah, everything like that makes me like it's so difficult for me. I know it's not from divine. Yeah, it's going from ego. I don't like talk about that. Yes, so I'm gonna sum it up. There is universal law in operation. There is law of magnetism. That same frequencies belongs to the same, and that's why we need to actually to do act and connect with the goodness and love. Yeah, we don't touch in everything what is not us. Yeah, otherwise we get dirty. When we get dirty, just realize that and finish that as soon as possible. Always it's a consequences, so pay the bill. Yeah, and end that. Using free will of agency for ending. Yeah, we understand responsibilities, like we are dirty because and some level we agreed or we don't agree or we didn't say no, for making contract. Yeah. So there are different frequencies there, and it doesn't matter, like what means what. Important is like what we are, and what we are in resonance. Understand what we are not in resonance, so we keep our resonance, yeah, and we don't get dirty, yeah. And then universal law of responsibility, so we take a responsibility for everything, even for existing or long from previous lifetime dimensions, densities, whatever, about marriage, about family ties, yeah. Usually it's like a saving program. The big problem here, yeah, and taking responsibility for other family members and people, yeah. So yeah, or marriage, like for forever together, yeah. How stupid. Anyway, I wish you all the best, yeah. And yeah, Robert, if you didn't ask about this one, I'm so sorry. I just had a feeling, I'm gonna respond, like this way. Thank you. Bye bye.